So today I want to answer the question, what do you do during your storm? How do you deal with your storm? How do you get away or survive your storm? If you're watching right now, you've been through some stuff. Somebody's had cancer, someone's lost a job, someone's lost a loved one, someone's lost, sadly, a child. They've even lost their miracle, but you've survived the storm. So today, again, how do we do or deal with our storm, and how do we know it's coming? God gives us 4 P's. It reminds me of a story in the Bible. There's 4 P's to getting to the other side. In this story, Jesus was speaking to the multitude, and he told them, listen, let's go to the other side. But he gave them instructions. He said, listen, get rid of your access and load up the boats. And some other small boats were following them, and they were going to the other side. Well, as they were traveling, they came into a great big storm. It was a huge storm, and Jesus is laid out on the cot. And he sleep on that cot, and they're like, Master, Jesus, don't you care we're about to perish? So he wakes up and he says, why do you have little faith? This is the Mikal Clay remix. So he told the disciples, peace, and told the winds to be still. And they say, well, who is this man that even the winds and the waves obey him? Thus, they made it to the other side, because we kept hearing about Jesus. There's 4 P's that go along with that text. First, there's a promise. See, God has a promise for you. Before you in your mother's womb, he knew what he wanted you to be. He knew what fruit you would be in the garden, and know what fruit you would bear in his garden, what your duty is. I'm going to go back to that, because once you have your promise and you don't do what's promised to do, you're going to see your dream driving down the street like I'm driving right now. You have to fulfill God's purpose. You have to. That's why you're on this planet. It's no mistakes. So you have a promise, then there's a process. If you want a new home, well, you can't just sit at your apartment saying, I want a new house. You have to look for it. You have to apply for it. If you want to go to school, if you want to be a doctor, you have to go to school. You have to apply. There are certain things that you need to do in order to get to the other side. So again, we start out with our promise, then there's a process. And guarantee when everything's going good, you're like, Michael, boy, you're shouting me, you're teaching me. That's what I'm doing. I had my promise. I'm going to open a salon. I want to open this insurance business. I'm going to buy these homes. There's a process. I got through the process. But guarantee, and only if you're loved by him, comes a problem. The problem is the storm. If you think about it, the trees could talk to you. They say, you know what, Michael? Oh, man, a great storm came and took some of my friends out. But I'm still here. And matter of fact, I've grown bigger and stronger and badder and tougher because of the storm. The trees don't retreat. We can't retreat in the storm. We got to say, look here, bring the storm on. Because that storm is like working out. You ever work out? When you work out, what happens? You tear down muscle to build up new muscle. So sometimes you're torn down to be built up stronger and better. And if you've never been torn down, you'll never be built up. So you have to understand that this is all part of the process, are the problems. So the problems also come in to say, how do you want it? Oftentimes, Christians especially, we give the enemy or we give the devil too much credit. Oh, well, the devil came in and took my job. No. That storm was to grow you and to show others how you do and deal during the storm. So I'm going to encourage you that through that problem, you fight and you start thanking God. Like, listen, I can make it. Why am I doing this right now? I've been through it, and there's some clouds out right now. There's clouds out in your life, but guess what? Bring the storm on, because sticking with God, when Jesus is on the boat, there comes provision. Provision means he makes a way out of nowhere. You know what I really love about that text, and it skips it, but I just thought about it. I was sleeping, I was dreaming about that text. What happens is the little boats didn't turn around. They didn't even know it was a storm. You know, your little boats may be your kids. It may be the people who's working for you, the people who don't know that you're watching this video right now. Those may be the little ships, and they're rolling through that storm. Because it's figure, if you don't go down, hey, we're not going down. You don't turn around. And what if the disciples turned around and said, you know what, storm's coming. Let's not go to the other side. Let's not follow the instructions. You can't stop God's plan. It's God's plan that you're watching this right now. I'm driving. And let me just tell you, the enemy didn't want you to get this video. I tried to download this, I tried to do it again, and it was totally erased. And I said, I promise, Lord, I'm gonna bust the enemy's head, because we're gonna send this video out and we're gonna change some lives. I'm not a preacher. Yes, I motivate, but I'm a child of God, just trying to express the things that go on in our daily life. The daily life of a businessman, the daily life of a young Christian human who believes. I was born black. It's like an orange is born an orange, apples didn't trip on it. I am God's child, proud to be black, proud to be a man, but proud to just be on his earth to give you this word. Hopefully it will enlighten you. You will forward this to your friends, and you are blessed. You, as my pastor Steve Munson says, you are pregnant with a miracle. I, Mikal Clay, promise to help you birth that. God bless you. Stay tuned for more Head Out to Motivation. Mikal Clay Motivation. Positive Energy TV. I love you.